In 2013, myself and a bunch of other object show creators that made terrible content decided we were the perfect people to create an object show constitution that basically laid out all the rules to making the perfect object show, and if you didn't follow it, Dom Erickson, the creator of Objects at Board, would hack into your channel and delete it. I haven't read this constitution in years, so today we're going to be going through it and basically laughing at how bad it was. Rule 1, this list may never be altered by anyone after the final draft. That doesn't make... Why is that a rule? All object shows must have 3 episodes before deletion. So this is saying, after 3 episodes, the Council of Object Show people would decide if your show could continue running. So the deletion was a process of basically your channel getting hacked into by Dom Erickson, and he would delete your channel if it didn't subscribe to all of these rules. I don't know why this is rule number 2. So rule 3. After episode 1 of every object show must get at least as many views in 1 month after the episode is released as the first episode got in the first month after it was released. This doesn't make any sense, because that's not how object shows work. Episode 1s of object shows always get, like, way more views than episode 2 or 3s. Everyone would fail. All object shows that were accepted to be going farther than 3 episodes must be at least 4 minutes long. I'm so sorry to the Daily Object Show. You are out. It was a nice run. So sorry. Rule 5. All object shows canceled before episode 3 must have all episodes deleted unless it is well-animated, creative, and original. Why would it have gotten deleted if it was well-animated, creative, and original? That is like the perfect object show. Why would we have deleted that? Because it didn't follow like an arbitrary rule? Each object show must either have good voice acting, good animation, or be original. This was like a huge thing. Like back in the community, being original was like the biggest thing in the world. Like you had to be original, which is so funny because we are literally making things that are just copies of other things. If a show is deleted, the creators are allowed to help out with another object show. I like how this is like, we're not going to ban you from the community. We're just going to delete your show because it's bad. Like you can still work for our stuff if you want. Rule 8, never copy any other object show unless you're trying hard to be original. Just useless. Just useless. That's like being like, never ever steal unless you tried really hard not to. Rule 10, always try to think of an original plot unless you like the plot. What? Always. What? Always make an original plot unless you really like the plot we all steal from each other. Rule 11, no main characters that are contestants. This might be confusing to people because you're like, all contestants are main characters. But this was made during the time of like Objects at War, which was an object show where one character, Bone, was the main character. And there were like 16 other contestants that didn't do anything at all. So that's where this comes from. Like we were like, no more of that. Rule 12. No inappropriate objects allowed. Characters talking about poop or other trash talk. Don't watch episode 3 of my show. Everyone who is writing this must not write random things and have correct spelling or grammar. Well, according to all of the issues here, I've seen that this rule has been broken. Also, why is this a rule? Rule 14, only 2 minor swears allowed. Major swears must be bleeped or censored. Good job, next top thingy. Rule 15, be good at resizing and size proportions. This was written by Dom Erickson, whose show looked like this. This is not a rule that needed to be followed. Rule 16, every show must have an original intro theme, an original cast, elimination jailbox, and a way of getting eliminated, like a hammer. That's not original, someone already did it. This was also during the time where like, if you wanted to add a carrot to your object show, like 6 people would be like, oh, my object show character is already like a carrot, you can't put a carrot into your show. And it's like, they're objects, so you do not own objects, you don't. Rule 17, do your best to come up with original contestants. This has already been a rule, maybe 8 other times in this document. I don't understand why this needed to be said. Rule 18, if your show is getting 6 hate comments by the 3rd episode, delete those comments. If you get 5, keep them. Maybe respond back, say, hey, that was mean. But if you get number 6, they're done. Rule 19, do not be racist against object shows and their creators. Weird? This was written in 2013, so that's a pretty good rule, actually. Rule 20, you are allowed to make constructive criticism on object shows as long as it is not hurtful or mean or offensive or painful. This is awful. Like, we wrote this, and we were sitting there like, this is the best idea ever. And we thought people would listen. Like, we read this out in a call, and like, we were like, this is serious business. How was Dom Erickson gonna hack anybody's object show? He didn't know how. So yeah, this was the object show constitution. It's useless. It doesn't help anybody. Hope you guys really liked it.